We all have cancer cells. Most of us just don't know it yet. Silence is cancer's first symptom. Your body creates abnormal cells every day. Cancer begins when one of them isn't stopped. That's why being healthy doesn't make you immune. In 1951, Baltimore, Maryland, U.S., a 31-year-old black woman named Henrietta Lacks walked into a hospital with pain. She was poor, she had cervical cancer, and she died within months. That should have been the end. It wasn't. Without her knowledge, doctors took cells from her tumor. They expected them to die, but they didn't. The cells kept dividing, and dividing, and dividing. Her cancer became the first immortal human cell line. In the same year, 1951, scientists at Johns Hopkins Hospital, led by George Gay, an American cell biologist, gave her cancer cells a name: HeLa. These cancer cells helped create the polio vaccine, advance chemotherapy, enable modern cancer research, save millions of lives. Henrietta never knew, consent was never sought, and her family lived in poverty for decades. Cancer killed her and also made her immortal. On February 4th, 2000, Paris, France, World Cancer Day was born. Global leaders and health experts gathered at the Paris Summit Against Cancer. For the first time, cancer was declared a global responsibility. Not fate, not bad luck, not a private tragedy. In 2003, California, Steve Jobs, the American entrepreneur and co-founder of Apple Incorporated, was diagnosed with a rare form of pancreatic cancer. He had money, access to the best doctors in the world, and time. But he waited. He delayed surgery, trusting alternative cures. By the time he acted, the cancer had already spread, and he died in 2011. Cancer doesn't reward intelligence. It punishes delay. In 2016, Hollywood Chadwick Boseman was diagnosed with colon cancer. He was young, 43 years, fit and disciplined. While the world watched a superhero rise, his body was fighting a private war. Between surgeries and treatments, he filmed Black Panther, Avengers: Infinity War, Avengers: Endgame. Cancer doesn't care who you are. It only cares when you act. Where cancer hits the most. China. About 4,824,703 new cancer cases annually, the highest in the world. United States. Around 2,380,189 new cancer cases annually. India. Approximately 1,413,316 new cancer cases per year. Not because people there are weaker, but because population is large, and in many cases, diagnosis comes late. The paradox. Nobody talks about. The highest cancer rates per person are not in places with the least resources. Measured by age-standardized incidence per 100,000 people, countries like Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Denmark, the Netherlands, Belgium, Canada, France, and Hungary rank among the highest. Not because cancer is more common there, but because these countries actively look for it and find it early. Now, why World Cancer Day exists. Cancer is not just a disease or a statistic. It is about access, inequality, ethics, timing. Henrietta Lacks didn't die because treatment didn't exist. Steve Jobs didn't die because doctors failed. Chadwick Boseman didn't die because he was careless. They died because cancer grows quietly and waits.